Hey guys, well, let's get right into it. Welcome back to the Sales Family YouTube page. This is not the kind of announcement I would like the last video I made was just giving you an update and catching you up on my pregnancy. Unfortunately, I did give birth, but fortunately, she is doing amazing. She is my little fighter. I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I did not want to do this video, but being that looking for videos on things like this, they had some but not many. Sorry about the horrible lighting here. Maybe if I that's better. So they had some, but not many. And I wish they had more, but I understand that why there aren't, because this is extremely hard. I have been holding my feelings in a lot, and I hate crying, but it's actually the first time I cried since I gave birth. So I gave birth to baby girl at on October 27th at 4:25 in the morning, and she is doing so amazing. Right now she's in what they call her golden hours. So the first 3 days are really crucial days, and she's also in what they call her honeymoon stage. So typically babies who are born at 25 weeks gestation, they go through a honeymoon stage where they do really well, and then they regress back, and that's when they really start to see things. So the first 3 days are also extremely crucial. So they have very minimum touching and moving her, because the first 3 days is usually when children or infants at this age have brain bleeds. And so just doing minimum touching, minimum exposure, minimum moving. She's at a she lays a certain way at all times for the first 3 days, and they do not move her at all unless they absolutely have to. It's very little exposure. I was able to touch her little hand, but again, you do have to touch them a few ways. So they did instruct me, obviously, before I did it. So they recommend that you just place your hand wherever you're gonna touch. You don't stroke, because their nerves are really sensitive, and it actually doesn't feel good for them when you stroke them. Yeah, they're just super duper sensitive. They try to also keep it as quiet as they possibly can. And I want to say 100% of the time, babies at this who are born at this age need to go under the blue light for what's it called, for jaundice, just to get their bilirubin levels down. They do run tests on her twice a day, but because she's doing so well, they want to minimize the amount of times that they do tests, so they do it once a day. They give them only breast milk. They do not introduce formula feeding until about 30 something weeks. So you can sign to get donor milk given to her or to them. Yeah, you can sign to give donor milk, because usually your milk won't come in until 3-4 days. Even if your milk does come, let's say you don't have enough, then they have that donor milk, and donor milk goes through a very rigorous like trial. Process before they are given to whoever that needs it, and usually is NICUs who order it. I was told there's only 4 locations in the whole entire United States where they do this, and whoever donates it, first you do like a screening, you answer all these questions, as well as they test the milk quite a few times. After that, they like put the milk through like a sanitation process, and then like it goes through a whole entire process. As well as they asked me if I wanted to sign off for a blood transfusion. The NICU nurse explained to me that it is pretty much almost 100% certain that she would need a blood transfusion, because they tend to take out blood, more blood than they're able to create at this time, because they don't create blood as fast, but they need to get these tests just to make sure they're on the right track. Like my baby, she actually has a high white blood count, so they are testing her frequently to make sure that like it goes down. The white blood count, they said, is actually an indicator that she may be fighting off of infection or anything, but they don't know exactly what infection it is, because everything else is like really good results. So the fact that the white blood count is telling the doctor that there is something up. So they have already started giving her her antibiotics before they even got the results, and now they're just going to continue it just in case. And he said that the infection might like be able to tell him and show up soon, but it's just not showing up at the moment. But the fact that she has high white blood count shows and lets him know that she actually does have an infection that she's fighting off. So the great thing is that I can literally go down or I can go to see her at any time and stay for as long as I want. It's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for visitors. Obviously the visitors that my husband and I pick. And what I like is that you have to actually like surgically wash your hands. So from elbow to your hands, you press a button, the timer goes on for 3 minutes, you open up this package and you scrub your hand from elbow to hand like for 3 minutes. So I do 1.5 minutes on one side and 1.5 minutes on the other side. I do they give you like a nail pick to clean your nails. I scrub my nails and then I wash it off, and then you can enter in. As well as they have wipes for your phone, so you wipe your phone down and then you put your phone in like one of these baggies. So what I do is that I wipe my phone and put it in these baggies first, and then I wash my hands. And then the towel that I use to dry my hands is the napkin that I use to open the door. So hopefully for these first 3 days, and even after these 3 days, she would continue to do well. When they first brought her out, like took her out of the room that I was in when I gave birth to her, she actually has been breathing on her own this whole time. So they have told me that she's not acting like a 25 weeker. But obviously that can all change after her golden hours, after her honeymoon stage. And they call it honeymoon stage because it's like they do so well and then they just get tired of working so hard and just fighting so hard that they need help and assistance, which makes sense because they have to do a lot that they don't know how to do. And unlike a full-term baby, their stuff is still not fully developed and is still developing, so they need help and assistance, and that can get really, really tiring. So I can totally understand why they honeymoon at first, because they give it their all and then they're just like, okay, I'm tired. So that's when the NICU nurses swoop in. But I'm hoping that she doesn't, and that she just continues to not have any assistance with oxygen. After 3 days, I would be able to hold her. So I'm excited about that. It's killing me not being able to hold her. And I would be able to, they're going to teach me how to change her diaper. They actually gave her her first drop of milk, and they give very little bit every 6 hours, which her 6 hours is about to come up, so I'm about to go down and see her again, just to like see that process. I go down about like 3-4 times a day, but I also have to remember that I am actually still very tired, and I did give birth naturally, and I didn't have any epidural or pain medicine or anything like that. So my body, even with that stuff, your body went through a lot, and I have to remember that. And sometimes I feel bad leaving, but I do need my rest, and I do need to rest my body, just like if I gave her I gave birth to her on time. And yeah, I am willing to take you guys on this journey as much as I feel comfortable with. It is a very hard journey, so please respect my husband and I as fully as possible as you can, or I would stop sharing our journey, because yeah, it's a hard journey and everyone takes it differently. So you may not take it the way that we take it, or and also remember that every baby is different. So your baby may not do the same as my baby. They might do way better, and they might not. So also, that's one thing that we're keeping, is an extremely open mind, because this can go any which way. And what they keep reminding me is that she's the boss, and she tells them pretty much what she needs, and they just follow, or they try their best to figure it out. But they are telling me that she is a feisty one, which is exactly what they said about Riley, and which is great and amazing. And the feistiness it just makes her even more of a better fighter. And just, she is amazing. She's so cute, and she literally looks like Riley. It's crazy. I didn't think that she was gonna look like Riley. To be totally honest, I thought she was going to look very weird, and that's just what I thought. Obviously I don't know anything about this whole NICU thing. I don't know anyone who's ever had their baby in a NICU, So this is a journey that my husband and I, and also both of our families, because they're very much involved, are taking together for the very, very first time. I'm gonna cry again, and there's going to be a lot of tears. There's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, and but there is no one I'd rather do this with than my husband. You guys don't understand the type of love I have for him, and respect, and just honor. And I'm honored to be his wife. He is like taking this, oh my goodness, he is taking this so well. And I feel bad because he's putting my feelings before his, and I don't like that, because his feelings do very much matter. But he is like, it's all about the girls and all about me. And I'm trying in little ways to make it all about him sometimes, but it's hard when you have an extremely prideful husband. But y'all, he is, I don't want to go through this fight with anyone else. I don't want to go through this extremely hard journey that we have embarked on with anyone else. I can't imagine doing this with anyone else, and I am super duper honored to be his wife. And he has made me love him 1,000 times more, which I didn't think it was possible because I love him a lot anyways. Oh my goodness, I need a napkin. But he has been my rock, and I can't wait to go home and see him and see my Riley. I haven't been able to see Riley through this whole thing because of COVID. She's not allowed in the hospital, and because we have no family, he has to stay home. And he was unfortunately not able to be here during the birth, because again, it's literally only the three of us, and there's no one. And that's another part that sucks, because it would be nice for us to go see her together, but we can't. We have to go back and forth. So that's the sucky part about not having any family here, because it's just the three of us. So it's one of us always constantly taking care of Riley, and obviously we don't care about that or anything, but it's been him all by himself for Riley, all day, every day, 24 hours a day, since I've been here. And the kind, it just speaks about like the kind of dad he is, because I've obviously worried and missed her, because it's just the mom in me, but I haven't been as worried about her, because I know for a fact that she's in great hands, and he's just keeping her busy and just doing everything that she's doing, everything that I do with her. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she misses me as much as I miss her. He has like stepped in and not complained. And yes, I know, like, oh my god, that's her dad, he shouldn't complain. But let's be real, there's a lot of dads out there that would complain, or would be stressed and overwhelmed. And he probably is, but he's not showing it. And even if he hasn't physically been here, he has been here for me in more than one way. And I can't thank him enough. So yeah, that is everything on her. I would update you more. I don't know when I would reveal her name or anything else like that. And he's actually calling me right now. So, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you. Have a great day and keep us in your prayers. Bye.